Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lookout. Today's, what is it? It's March 13th, and want to just do a quick update on what we've been up to here at the Lookout for the last month and a half or so, and what we got coming up. Know we've been a little quiet here, but there's a lot going on, so I just want to tell you what we're up to. Been doing a lot of kind of infrastructure work for the Lookout here. We cleared out the wall so we can put up sponsors. We're going to be selling spots here on the wall for people who want to support the Lookout. Check out our website for information on that. We've been doing a lot of file management, a lot of the stuff that we do with mapping and everything. The really unsexy part of it is file management, keeping track of all these videos, keeping track of all this GIS data. So a lot of infrastructure, just kind of adding storage and figuring out hard drives and really not exciting stuff. And getting ready for some upcoming events. I'm going to be doing a talk at Chico State at the Resilience Conference. Talking about the campfire and kind of about how to reframe the way we talk about events like the campfire and ways that make us kind of better prepared for the next one. Also going to be talking, so that's on the 27th and 28th at Chico State. I think it's free to attend. And then I'm also talking at a workshop that CAL FIRE is sponsoring along with the California Fire Science Consortium as part of the Society for American Foresters Conference in SAC. This is also free on Monday the 24th. And I'm going to be on a panel talking about how we can scale up prescribed fire. A lot of the stuff we talk about here on the channel about taking advantage of recent burn scars and thinking strategically to expand the scale of prescribed burning. And then I'm also planning a road trip down to Southern California in May with my friend Tim Chavez, who lives down there. And we're going to spend a few days, 4 or 5 days, riding bikes around and walking around and visiting past burns and visiting areas that just burned. And each day we're going to be doing a broadcast on the fuels, structure hardening, fuels management, water supplies, all the things that kind of go into fire hazard and fire resilience in urban environments. And so that's going to be third week of May 12th. We'll be on the road. And I'm looking for sponsors for that particular trip. I'd like to hire a video producer so I don't have to ride a bike and talk to Tim and try to get good audio. So we really want to kind of try to do a more professional production with that. So part of that is we're looking for sponsors who are in the kind of wildfire resilience business in Southern California who are doing structure hardening or fuels management. We hope to get a couple 100,000 views on those videos. And so if you know anyone or if you're in that business, it's a chance to get your name on the wall for us to plug your stuff while we're in the field, and also to give us, you can kind of get spots in those videos. And that's kind of one of the models we're looking to use going forward with the Lookout is finding sponsors for particular areas and issues. We're going to do other road trips in other parts of California, visiting people we know that are working in fire and looking at current events, and also maybe some coverage during actual wildfires. So that's a big push right now, is just advertisers. As most of you know, I quit my normal job and doing the Lookout full time, and part of that is figuring out how to make it pay. So we're going to have several tiers. We're going to have people who companies can sponsor videos, like QTAC has been doing for us. They can get on our website as sponsors there, and they can also sponsor our newsletters. And our newsletters come out. We're going to be doing more of them. They'll come out weekly or bi-weekly, and so you can buy a spot in those. What else has been going on? I did a talk for Google. Google Earth Pro is the tool of choice for me. And so I talked to them about ways that I use their software and ways we want to see them kind of add features to their new offerings. That's pretty fun just to get to talk to people who built these incredible tools that I love using. I want to show you a few videos. I've been doing a little bit of field work. I got out to look at the park fire. Went up kind of above Cohasset on the edge of the Ishii Wilderness and shot some video. This is kind of looking out over Deer Creek. What an incredible country. I haven't been up here for probably 25 years. This is only about 25 miles from Chico, and this area burned really hot. So we're going to be doing a video. A lot of you guys know who Michael Steinberg is. We did a video with him during the fire here in of his coverage of Pacific Palisades. Steinberg's going to come on and we're going to do a show reconstructing the first few days of the park fire as it burned kind of around Forest Ranch and up Highway 32. He was standing right there on Highway 32 for a lot of that shooting video. And so we're going to do some work. He and I are going to collaborate and kind of put together maps and his videos to tell that story. And also just kind of, as I can, I'm just kind of trying to shoot what we call B-roll. Get out and practice using the cameras around here. Someone's asking about scaling down burns like in a curtain burner. That's good stuff, but you know, we need to work it out. Mark's asking about curtain burner, which is kind of a device like a big fan that you dumpster fan thing where you throw your slash in there, it burns it super hot, and so it's a cleaner way to burn in the kind of urban areas. Yeah, we can talk about that. I also did a workshop in Concow where we talked about the geography of this area. It's super fun for the campfire restoration project. This is an area we've talked about a lot. This is something else we saw in the park fire. We were talking about the Beaver Creek Pinery in Ishii Wilderness and whether or not it survived the park fire, and it got pretty smoked, unfortunately. This is one of these areas that has been a place people are studying frequent fire in ponderosa pine, and you know, a lot of us have been wanting to get fire back in there for years. It's hard because it's wilderness. It's hard because it's inaccessible. It's hard because the Forest Service puts out every fire. And a lot of us knew this place needed fire like 20 years ago. And it got fire during the park fire in the worst possible conditions, and it killed most of this incredible remnant ponderosa pine stand. There's some places out here that survived, pretty small proportion of it. We've talked a lot about Ishii Wilderness and Lassen Foothills and the challenges of kind of trying to maintain fire-adapted ecosystems in California in place where surrounded with kind of industrial timberland. And so it's kind of a slow-motion train wreck watching these places that we care about eventually succumb to fire and fire suppression. So that place we got to on looking out over the wilderness, this is the first view I'd had of this area that it did burn hot. This is Ponderosa Way that goes out through here. Anyway, gonna keep trying to get out and see these things. One of the things that I lost access to when I quit my job was a really nice e-bike. So hoping that's one of the reasons to go for sponsors here and try to bring in some cash. Is the Lookout needs an e-bike to get it way out in the middle of nowhere to show you guys what's going on out there in the brush. Anyway, I'll wrap it up. Want to make sure you check out our website, get on our newsletter. thelookout.org, or just Google The Lookout. Got some ads. Got a new advertiser, Water Axe Pumps. QTAC's still sponsoring us. We did a interview with a friend of mine, Tanya Torst. It's not an unbiased interview because she's a friend of mine. Talking about the work she did. She got laid off as a partnership coordinator for the Forest Service. So we interviewed Tanya, talked to her about that. It's hard to even try to cover all the crazy stuff that's happening right now with the federal workforce, with the Department of Government Efficiency firing thousands of probationary employees, then having to come back like 3 weeks later and rehire them all and pay them not to work. So we're trying to keep on top of that, but that's its own whole story. We did a story on salmon around here in Butte Creek and hydrology. So check out the website if you haven't followed us for a while. Got good stuff going on there, and it's going to continue to be kind of an important part of how we communicate. And if you haven't done it already, click on here and subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll get to see the newsletters that kind of summarize what we're up to. All right, so thanks everyone, and thanks Lisa for the program for free e-bikes. I'll have to check that out. See y'all later.